Hi, I'm Tom Lydon with Iris.xyz. We're here in Chicago at the Morningstar Conference. I'm here with Brian Singer, who's partner and head of dynamic allocation strategies with William Blair. Great seeing you, Brian.
Great seeing you, Tom. Thank you.
There's a lot going on at the conference. There's a lot going on, in the world right now. So if you had a couple minutes with advisors, what would you tell them as you look at kind of global macro right now? What are some things they need to be concerned about?
Sure. Two things in particular.
Yeah.
One, central bank policies. They're beginning to slow down their ultra easy monetary policies and hopefully shift the other direction. That has caused a lot of prices to move away from their values and stay there. It's been hard for those prices to equilibrate with that central bank involvement. The second thing is the most compensated risk in the world right now is downside tail risk. Nobody in this conference wants downside tail risk, and because they don't, they're buying insurance, and when that happens, it's usually good to be in insurance sales.
Yeah.
So those are the two big drivers right now. From our perspective, positioning, what we're really doing is looking at a lot of the geopolitics, things like elections, Brexit, French election, Italian and German later in 2017. Those are the things that need to be navigated because they present downside risk. And those are the places where we'll tend to find lots of opportunity and lots of compensation.
So when you talk about central banks and easing and hopefully shifting like we have here in the US, compared to the rates going up here in the US, but at the same time Trump saying, no, we want to stabilize the dollar, what does this whole currency thing mean to the average advisor, and do we have to manage for that?
Definitely have to manage for it, and it's not that common to do. In an environment where central banks are pursuing differential monetary policies, that pushes currencies in different directions. And those things cause opportunities. The fact that Trump may say he wants a strong dollar or a weak dollar or whatever he wants, a stable dollar, doesn't really impact it that much except in the short run. It's really central bank policies. They're very different around the world, and that's nothing but opportunity.
Right. So as you look globally, especially right now, your team's managing for that within your portfolios, and maybe give a couple examples.
Sure. Risk is compensated, and we're focused on a few markets, the number of European markets, often where there are these elections, and we're long and short some of those, but those are the ones we're focused on. Emerging market equities, mostly in Southeast Asia, India, and those are the places we see the greatest opportunity. Interestingly, one of the places where we don't see opportunity is the US equity market. It's been on a roll. It's been basically sucking in all the money that has to take risk, but can't take any downside risk. And this looks like a panacea to the marketplace. But guess what? It's priced as one also. Yeah. The other place is in these currency markets, where a number of the emerging market currencies are very attractive, and a number of the developed currency markets are unattractive, and they're creating pretty good opportunities.
Sure. So we know individual investors and advisors are underallocated overseas and have been for a while. Probably not a good idea with more than 55% of global market capitalization is outside the US. These types of strategies can help if advisors come in and say, listen, he's right, 9-year bull market in stocks here in the US, we need to start paring down a little bit. Do your teams work with advisors to help find the right balance to get them to a position where the allocation should be more in line?
Oh, absolutely. It's all about macro diversification. That's what we bring to the table in this portfolio. And we navigate in ways that often an advisor can't by moving into individual countries and currencies. It brings that pure macro analysis, pure top-down analysis, pure top-down diversification executed in a dynamic manner.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great. Brian, I really enjoyed seeing you.
Tom, nice seeing you. Thank you.